Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Come to you live from Lehi High School as we've got our Region 8 special, the Lehi Pioneers, ready to kick off their region schedule by hosting the Timpview Thunderbirds. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. We've got a pair of 7 and 4 teams kicking off region play, and they've got big hopes for a successful 23 season. We'll start with the visiting Timpview Thunderbirds. This is a team that sent notice early with a 50-48 win over Wasatch Academy. It was a defining win for the program and Coach Izzy Engel in just his second year. This is a talented group led by the senior James Russ. 15 points per game, 6 rebounds per game for the 6'5 guard. But then they've got a youngster, a newcomer, the 6'7 freshman, Dean Ruckert, averaging 14 points a game. They've got other contributors. It's been a great 1-2 punch of experience and youth for Coach Izzy Engel. As we switch and talk about the Lehi Pioneers, Coach Quincy Lewis at the helm. And this Lehi Pioneer group has very quickly become one of the top programs in 5A. And you want to talk youth? How about the 6'1 junior guard, Cooper Lewis? Yeah, it is that Lewis, son of head coach Quincy Lewis. Cooper, a second-year starter, averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds per game. Preston Varner, averaging 10 per game. Grayson Brousseau, 9 and 6, as he'll be in the circle to tip it off for Lehi. He's the younger brother of the state championship quarterback, Jackson Brousseau, who's in the house tonight. Good athletic bloodlines in the family, and we'll see if Lehi can get off to a 1-0 start in region play as they're in the home white unis. This is Grayson kind of dipping around and calls for the early travel. It'll go to Timpview. Want to let you know the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. We do our best to keep that synchronized with the official clock here in the building. At times you'll see us start it early, stop it late, that sort of a thing. We'll do our best to keep that trued up. Timpview, first offensive possession, looking inside for the freshman. This is Ruckert. We talked about him in the open, ball on the floor, taken away by Lewis. Now Lehi out on the run. Cooper pushing it. Nice defense there by Timpview as Taki Ula-Ila-Kepa was there with the pressure. Lehi able to get it back. Here's Lewis working near side with Hawkins. This is Braxton Hawkins. He's just shy of 10 points per game as well for the Pioneers. A lot of scoring. Spencer Anderson averaging 6 a game. We talked about Varner with 10. Brousseau, 2 on the shot clock. Have to take the 3, and Brousseau hitting it for Lehi. The first points of the contest going to the home Pioneers. Here is James Rust. Terminates. Looking for help. Finding Taki. Ula-Ila-Kepa, the 6'1 senior. Back with Rust. A little backdoor cut picked off. Good eyes there by Braxton Hawkins. Braxton end-to-end for Lehi. Oh, and an offensive foul. Braxton Hawkins had the lane, but how about Timpview sliding in, drawing the charge, and the first foul on Lehi. They're called on Braxton Hawkins. Taki defended up high by Anderson, works to the corner, back with the point. Rust looking to drive, floats it too strong, and on the rebound, I was wondering if we were going to get a dual possession there, but the wrestling of Preston Varner able to take that away. Good upper body strength there by Preston. Inside, 25 going, won't go. Off the back of the rim, taken away by Brousseau. Anderson, left-handed finish, no. Might have been deflected there by Colton Smith. We talked about the length of the freshman Ruckert. Colton, the 6'6 junior for Timpview. He's got it now. Smith over with Dean. Here's Rust. Little zone here from Lehi. Rust, good pass inside. Nice find there by the senior. Able to find Colton Smith for the easy finish. First points of the game for Timpview. Lewis has it knocked away by Taki from behind. Timpview on the run. Taki to the floor, no whistle. This is out of play, and it will stay with Timpview. Good job getting back there by Lehi, staying vertical. Again, as a defender, you have rights to the space you're occupying and kind of that vertical cylinder. And the official there deeming it was maintained true and vertical, hence the no call. Taki inbounding here. Taki on the drive, working around. Tough left-handed finish. Scored by Ulu Ilakepa. His first field goal and the first lead of the night for the visiting T-Birds. Lewis, he'll take the three. Back of the rim, rebounded by Varner. Back to Cooper, he's working the lane, knocked away. It'll stay here. We got kind of the summer ski season behind the backboard here on the Timpview end. A lot of short sleeves with ski goggles on. Varner works with Hawkins, Braxton. Anderson back up top. Hawkins here. He'll try the three. Boy, that's a tough look off the mark, and it will head to Timpview. Boy, this Timpview defense been stout here early on. Just the one made three by Grayson Brousseau. And since then, a lot of stuff having to be settled from long range here for the Pioneers. Approaching the midway point of our opening quarter. Three for the T-Birds, off the mark, rebounded by Brousseau. That was Cook on the three for Timpview. Here's Anderson. Three from Hawkins, rattled out. And Rust with the clear. James was in the Utah top 50 this summer. Expecting big things from the Niles senior. We've seen James Rust a couple years here at Timpview. Crazy how fast time flies. Taki working left side here with Cook. Help on the defense, able to get it back to Rust. 15 on the shot clock in what's been a low-scoring first quarter. Rust, shot clock down to 7. James through the lane, kicks to the corner. Cook will try again from 3. Yes! Excuse me, that was Eli St. Clair with the 3. I got my 13s mixed up. My apologies to T-Bird Nation. Brousseau, his second 3 is good. And Lehi with a critical answer here early. All 6 points for the Pioneers coming from the junior, Grayson Brousseau. Taki trying to drive, got around Brousseau. That just crawled off as Cooper Lewis able to secure it. Back with Cooper. Oh, a threaded pass there. And, excuse me, that was Cooper who scored it. I think it was Anderson there on the assist. Two minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Lead back to the Pioneers. Rust trying to spin, lost it. Brousseau able to steal it away. Cooper, transition 3. Cooper Lewis. 5 quick points there for the junior point guard. Off the screen. Nice roll there from Smith. Little pressure here by Timpview. And they thought they threw it away. Did Lehi get a timeout? Yes, they did. Quincy Lewis, keen to the pressure, takes his first timeout. We'll take it with him. 11-9. Lehi leading Timpview. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Welcome back. KSL Sports Rewinds presented by Heidemann Associates, a full-service law firm. If you have any legal needs, be it business, personal, the experts at Heidemann and Associates can take care of you. To learn more, visit utah.law, or for a free consultation, call 801-754-4240. Again, Timpview coming with the pressure. Cooper able to get it up the floor here quickly. A substitution for Lehi. Easton Hawkins has come on the floor. That one lost, out of play. Will go back to Timpview here. That defense continuing to be stout for Coach Izzy Engel. Taki going to come back on the floor here as Colton Smith will come off, catch a break for the T-Birds. That one lost. Taki last to touch it. It will go back to Lehi. .50 seconds left here. Here's Hawkins across the timeline. Backdoor there by Lewis. Well defended by Timpview. And man, a majority of this first quarter. Lewis on the drive, coming over, and another offensive foul. This one called on Cooper. Junior picking up his first, the second team foul on Lehi in this opening quarter. Shot clock turned off for these final 25 seconds of the first quarter. Here's Taki. Clock down to 10. Cook defending Taki away from the screen of Rust. Taki trying to drive, help coming over the outlet, deflected there by Easton Hawkins, and that will do it. A nice defensive stand to close out the first quarter, and it's a 2-point contest after one. Lehi leading Timpview 11-9 on KSL Sports Rewind.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 3 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Welcome back to Lehi High School. Getting ready to start our second quarter, 11-9. Lehi in the lead. Leading scorers, Grayson Brousseau with 6. Cooper Lewis had 5 in the first for Lehi. Colton Smith with 4 unofficially for Timpview. Taki works to the corner. That was just short. And Lewis with the clear. That was Eli St. Clair. Hit a 3 from that spot in the first quarter. That one was just short. Good look on that baseline skip pass. There's Brousseau. Defended here by Villa. Worked out to Varner. That three off the mark and rebounded there by Timpview. Here's Q via multi-positional player for Timpview this year. Played some quarterback, some receiver. And now playing guard for Coach Izzy Engel. Oh, and yeah, I thought a traveling violation. Yes. Kind of got caught in the air there. Talk about Timpview's been stout defensively. A couple of drawn charges by this Timpview defense. But really, Lehi's been pretty good on the interior as well. A lot of contention up in the air, deflected passes, steals. It's been a well-played defensive first half for both these two sides. Off the screen, and that lost via to the floor. Lehi trying to take the timeout. Instead, it will be a dual possession. The arrow will keep it here as Bryson Bromley trying to do everything he could to keep that possession for the Pioneers and able to do it. Bromley into Brousseau. Grayson looking for that back door. Just deflected by Taki, but able to get it to Bruce, Welcome back. Start of the second half, 21-15. Lehi leading Timpview. Dane Stewart here with you. Unofficial scoring in that first half. It was Grayson Brousseau leading all scorers with 6. Preston Varner and Cooper Lewis with 5 apiece, as Timpview starting the second half in a way that they struggled starting the second quarter. A nice early field goal there. As they didn't score a field goal until James Rust late in that quarter. Inside, Cooper Lewis blocked away. And then that lost out. It'll go back to Timpview. Nice start for the T-Birds here in the second half. So I think it was St. Clair there with the block for the T-Birds. Here's Taki. Up top, worked over Dean. He's got a good look, and Dean hits the 3. A quick 5-0 burst, and the first field goal, the first points for Dean Ruckert coming there on the made triple. Varner over with Anderson. Here's Brousseau. Taki defending him in the block. Boy, I thought we were going to get a call there. None coming. We play on. Lewis, an open look. Yeah, Cooper. You can't leave that young man free. He'll hit that time and time again. 8 now for Cooper. Taki sizing up the driving lane. Will hand off. 3 on the way, short, rebounded there cleanly by Anderson. Giving back here to Hawkins. Varner at 3 across the front of the rim. Rust looking to attack in the paint. Couldn't get it to drop. It just kind of sat on that front and came off as Brousseau with another rebound. Hawkins hands to Preston. Varner, another 3 and a similar result. Couple good looks for Preston Varner. In the same spot, couldn't get him to go. Taki working out with Ruckert. Defended here by Hawkins. Braxton on the D. Here's St. Clair. Eli. Gets it to Rust. Rust for 3. That shot clock was ticking down. Batted around, and Lewis has it. Knocked away there by Rust. We got whistles here. So quick communication there. The Timpview bench liked the message, whatever it was. Back to Lewis. Hawkins at 3 was off the mark. Timpview coming up the floor. Taki open on the backside. They find him. St. Clair on the foul called here. Lehi thought that was clean. Anderson going to pick it up. It'll be the first on Spencer. First team foul in this second half. Cooper driving, hanging too strong. St. Clair with the clear. And a foul here from behind. I think Cooper, going to get called on the foul. The Lehi bench frustrated with that. Second team foul on Lehi in this second half. Rust, little spin move. Off the window, wouldn't go. Dean tried to save it, but it's from underneath the backboard. A series of unfortunate bounce there for Timpview. We'll give it back to Lehi as Easton Hawkins coming back on the floor here for Varner. Approaching the midway point of this third quarter. Lewis trying to work off that Brousseau screen. Double team coming over. They'll get an open look. Anderson from the corner. Boy, you bring the double team. It doesn't get the result you want. You know you're going to have an open look. And Anderson able to hit his first triple. How about the reverse there by Dean? Ruckert hanging and hitting. Here's Hawkins. That three was strong. Taki leading the charge for the T-Birds. St. Clair didn't have anywhere to go. Lewis able to get back for this Lehi defense. And that lob intended for Dean, too strong. You can see St. Clair saying, hey, he's grabbing him. Here's Lewis. Near side entry for Grayson. Quick first step and fouled here. Grayson was going up and left it just shy. The foul here underneath going to be called on Rust. It would be the first Timpview team foul and the first personal on James. On the shot, it'll be 2 free throws here for Grayson Brousseau. Young man, a multi-sport athlete here for the Pioneers, and missed his first free throw there. He's got one more. Is Taki going to come off here for the 6'5 sophomore Corbin Hansen for Timpview? And Grayson, boy, hit a couple early threes in that first quarter. I don't have him with a point since. He's going to try to change that here with just under 3 to go in our third quarter, and splits the trip, goes 1 of 2. Seven unofficially for Grayson. Here's Q. Via working back to St. Clair. Ball movement, finding the corner. Corbin the three, too strong. And Braxton Hawkins with it. Oh, Cooper able to snag that risky pass. Hawkins little juke, finding Grayson. Grayson Brousseau with his third triple. He's in double figures. And Lehi able to deflect it out. It'll stay here with Timpview. Three on the way, no. St. Clair, that one just off the mark. Running the floor, Cooper Lewis. A strong drive through the paint, and the lead is double digits for Lehi. 33-22. 80 seconds left here in the third. Hansen trying to feed one for Rust. And Brousseau all over that. Cooper, transition three. Ooh, just short. He thought that looked good. It was on line as that was lost out last touch by Hawkins. And Brownlee going to come on the floor here as Cooper will get a break. Brousseau will come off as well here with 1:06 to go. And we'll get a timeout taken before the inbound. Timeout, Timpview. We'll step aside, be back 1 minute to go here in the third quarter.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
You'll have a low-rate line of credit, ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. 1:03 to go here in the third. Timpview facing their largest deficit, 11. Russ works out via with a look from 3. That off the mark, out of play. It'll go to Lehi. Been a tough offensive night across the board for Timpview. Just 1 field goal in the second. Ruckert has 5, but all of them coming here in the third. Is Lehi able to quickly navigate the pressure and get an easy bucket. St. Clair for 3. That won't go, and Anderson with the rebound. A lot of one-and-dones for Timpview. Meanwhile, Lehi getting second, third chance opportunities. That pass too high for Varner. Rust pushing it up the floor here. James, and 1 for Rust. James still on the floor here. Hope he's okay. And you see Coach Dastrup, assistant coach, coming over, making sure that James okay. He is. He'll head to the line here. Chance for a 3-point play, and a desperately needed 3-point play here for Timpview as well. We talk about the scoring has been hard. Russ with now just 5. Ruckert with 5. They're both double-digit scorers coming into the game tonight. Cooper Lewis coming back on the floor here for Bromley, as Bromley just picked up his second. Meanwhile, substitutions here for Coach Izzy Engel as well. Taki back on the floor, and Colton Smith would come on, and will, should James Rust hit this free throw. And James Rust makes good. So Smith coming on. Final 10 seconds here of the third. Varner, Timpview able to get back defensively, and they generate the extra possession cue. Coming up the floor, sends it to Asai, and that one denied. Cooper Lewis with the block, would not concede the open look for Asa Maliai, the freshman. And they'll put 1 second on the clock here. Timpview to inbound. Into Rust. That might have been deflected there by Hawkins. That shot won't count. And that'll do it. 35-25. Lehi with a 10-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Lehi has outscored Timpview in every frame. The most recent 14-10 helps them with a 10-point lead as we start the fourth quarter. Lehi will have the basketball, and we'll see if Timpview has a ferocious fourth quarter in them. They're going to need it, as Lehi has been stalwart on the glass and efficient as well. As there's Lewis with a little baseline jumper. Credit Brousseau there with the assist, as Cooper now with 12 to lead the way for Lehi. Villa trying to get an answer, won't go, and the rebound cleared by Cooper. Hawkins finding Brousseau. Ooh, that three, I thought I was going to go. It's just off. And Timpview with an important clear. Dean driving high off the window. Hawkins left open. He's got a clean look. That was just short, and a loose ball foul here going to go against Varner. And I think that'll be the second on Preston. Indeed it is. Fourth team foul on Lehi. As Timpview still with just the one team foul. And offensive foul. Coach Izzy Ingo looking for a clarification. He thought there was a hold there. But no, Villa here called for his third on the offensive foul. It's been that kind of a night for Timpview. Hard for them to find much rhythm. Lehi has really disrupted their offense. Again, limited offensive boards. Lehi has been able to generate several themselves. Both teams had very similar numbers coming in, both in points per game and defensive allowed. But it's been Lehi that's been the benefactor really on both sides, offense and defenses. Boy, splitting the defenses, Spencer Anderson. He's up to 7. Villa trying to do the same on the other end. Little juke, and Brousseau there with the hack. We'll send Kazan here to the line. 2 free throws coming up here for Villa as Brousseau picking up his second. 15 foul on Lehi. The Pioneers with just one more to give. First free throw for Q won't go. Villa will have one more try. That one rattled in. Villa 4 points, all of them from the line tonight. Lehi again able to handle that Timpview pressure. Here's Lewis. Into the corner. Braxton the look. Braxton the three. I think the first made three for Braxton Hawkins coming right there. 5 for Braxton tonight. Taki gives it to St. Clair. A little pump fake. This is a 2. Just a 2, as they say St. Clair's foot was on the line. Varner. Hey, there you go. Preston missed a couple threes from the far side. He just needed the near side to hit his second triple tonight. Rust looking baseline. Boy, tough up amongst the length of the interior D of Lehi. And Rust drawing the contact there on Varner. That'll be the third personal on Preston. And 2 free throws here for James Rust. Split his last trip. And split a trip earlier tonight. And misses the first. Smith coming back on the floor here for Timpview. One for 2 again for Rust from the line. Timpview, a little more active pressure that time. And a foul by Timpview as you saw Anderson trying to be very aggressive getting to the rim there. And Rust being called for his second. A quick foul there given. This might be on St. Clair. Varner. Boy, Timpview, big jump in their step here. And a foul. Boy, they're trying to catch up quickly here. The tenaciousness of Timpview's ferocity adding up quickly on the scoreboard. And I think Izzy Engel making that point here as well. That'll be Lehi to inbound. Is that the 5th team foul on the T-Birds? 1 to give here for Timpview. Oh, Cooper Lewis. Count it. Cooper Lewis moving without the basketball. Finds his way on the backdoor cut to the rim. A threaded pass and a finish. And Cooper with a 3-point play opportunity as Ruckert back on the floor here for Timpview. .15 for Cooper. James, quick 3. Off the mark, batted out. Last touch by Timpview. It'll go to Lehi. Timpview showing pressure, looking to get it in there to Brousseau. And they do. Boy, that ball somehow found a way through to Braxton. But then that was Hansen on the nice steal there for Timpview. Works to the corner. Rust able to get it back. St. Clair stepping around. Extra pass finds Dean for 3 off the rim. And cleared by Brousseau. Spencer trying to use the shield but was too strong, and a foul called here will be called on the shot, I believe. A timeout taken by Timpview. Timeout. Izzy Engel and the T-Birds as Lehi will head to the line when we come back.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Four minutes and change. Lehi preparing to go 1-0 in Region 8. Tough region this year. You factor in these two teams at 7-4 in their non-region. Orem's been 5-4. Good start for the Tigers, but Alta, 10-1, and a team that had heavy preseason expectations in 5A, and by far and away the number one team in the classification. Both these teams will get a couple of opportunities at the Hawks, and what will be great ball games this year is Lehi has really flexed their muscle tonight. And we talk about Timpview. Look, you get a win against Wasatch Academy. There is a lot to this Timpview team. It's a very high ceiling. It's been a tough night tonight, not indicative of the talent of this group. They're going to be a force, and they'll be ready for that return game when Lehi comes. As they work to the corner here, that shot won't go for Hansen. Offensive board by Ruckert is fouled. And Dean will head to the line. It's a team that lost to Pleasant Grove by single digits. Speaking of Timpview, as Ruckert makes his first. And the offense, they just haven't been able to find their rhythm. They averaged 59 points per game coming into this one. They're sitting just at 32 with 4 minutes to go. And that, again, a credit to what Lehi's been able to do. They've really made Timpview play perfect basketball. They have a chance to beat them, and Timpview just hasn't been able to do that tonight. A couple of uncustomary missed shots on good looks, a few second, third chance opportunities. Defense, they really haven't been able to generate a lot of steals, get out on the run very much. Lewis here, a little floater from 12. And Cooper Lewis has become an active problem as he's got 7 in the quarter, 17 in the game. Rust, a 3. That's been a rarity tonight for Timpview as well. They've got, I think that might just be the second made 3 of the night. Third made 3 of the night for Timpview there from Rust. Timpview, good ball movement, finds Hawkins right at the rim. Boy, if there's a coach who doesn't know how to move a defense around, none better than Quincy Lewis. From the corner, yeah. Nice made 3 for Timpview. We talked about they haven't really fallen tonight. That one good from Asa Naliai. And it's a made 3 and a timeout taken quickly there by Izzy Engel. Timeout, Timpview.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words. Smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. 2:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. 52-39. Back-to-back threes from Timpview, trying to close down this gap. We're going to need help defensively. Is Lehi again able to break that pressure? Braxton wisely recognizing the opportunity to take some more time off the clock here. Trap coming up. Rousseau fouled here from behind on the hard closeout there by Rust. Will send Grayson to the line.
Fouls on 35, James Rust, third personal, 18 foul. The line shooting 1-1 the Pioneers, number 33, Grayson Rousseau.
1-1 here for Brousseau. Is that the third personal on Rust? Front end of the 1-1 here for Grayson. Earns a second. Two for two. Asa back with Russ. Another look at a three. James hitting it. Well, right now, Timpview fans are like, where's that been all game? They've made 3 threes here in the fourth quarter. They had just 2 in the first 3 quarters. Brousseau trying to deal with pressure here. Got to get this across the timeline and do, but boy, hard collision there at half court between Rust and Braxton Hawkins. Both players back to their feet. Good to see. Is it'll be Hawkins heading to the line here, shooting 1-1. Fourth personal there on James, who is at 13 points tonight. Had just the 6th through the first 3. Couple threes in this fourth as that free throw won't go, and the rebound gathered there by Dean. Ruckert straight away goes back with Hansen. Corbin to Rust. He'll try another 3. And that one was on line but short as Braxton collects for Lehi. Oh, that one just behind. Got to get this across the timeline. And Quincy Lewis here calling a timeout, recognizing he just had one more second. Good timeout there. It's a 12-point contest. Lehi will take the timeout to keep the possession. We'll be back after this.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
.140 remaining. Next up, these teams will remain in their region schedules. Timpview will take on the Mountain View Bruins. Meanwhile, Lehi will take on Jordan. Varner. And walked with it. The extra step there, it'll be Timpview basketball. .90 seconds remaining here in regulation. Taki over with Villa, looking back for Taki, and Cooper able to collapse down and generate the steal. And the foul given there to Spencer Anderson will walk down and take 2 free throws here with Spencer Anderson and the Pioneers.
The line change here for the Pioneers, number 5, Spencer Anderson.
First free throw. Good for Spencer. Beyond his scoring average tonight. As he goes 2 for 2. Taki. Oh, good find. Able to sneak one over to Rust. .15 in the contest now for James, and a blocking foul. Well, I was curious if we were going to get the offensive foul there, but they call the block on Villa. And I think that's number 4 on Kazan. 2 free throws here for Braxton Hawkins with 51 seconds to go. Two for 2. Here's Taki. Oh, nice. Stop there by Taki, and they'll finish off the glass. Quick 2 there for Timpview, and a timeout for Coach Izzy Engel. Timeout, Timpview.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
40 seconds remaining. Both teams over the limit. Timpview in the bonus, double bonus for Lehi. As the heave-ho gets it down the floor. Braxton again recognizing chance to take more time off, drawing the contact here near half court, and Braxton Hawkins working his way back to the free throw line. Two free throws here for Braxton. And again, 2 for 2. Timeout, Lehi. We'll be back after this.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Timpview basketball, 27 seconds left. Shot clock off for the remainder of the contest. Here's Dean back up top. Taki here, 20 seconds to go. Finds St. Clair, 3 on the way. That was short. Dean with the offensive board. Deflected by Lewis, kept by Taki. Ruckert for 3. Won't go. Cooper with the rebound. And fouled here along the baseline with 7 seconds left. 2 free throws coming up for Cooper Lewis. We'll spoil the party now. Cooper, our player of the game. Talk about averages 18 points per game coming in. He's at 17 right now. And 12 of those coming in the second half for Cooper Lewis, as he's really helped push Lehi beyond their Region 8 rival, the Timpview T-Birds. And that picked up across the timeline by Rust. Down the lane, James Rust throws it down. Wasn't the night that Timpview wanted. They'll end it with a little flair. But this is about Lehi. The defensive performance of the Pioneers and the offensive efficiency delivers a 62-48 win over Timpview as Lehi kicks off region play with the win. Cooper Lewis, our player of the game, unofficially 19 points for Cooper. And again, 14 of those coming in the second half to help lead Lehi. For Tino Psyche, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. We've got games for you the rest of the week. Best games in the state coming up for you only on KSLSports.com. Good night, everybody.